Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
So next up, I don't think she really needs any presentation. You all know her. She's the Mother Superior of this event.
I'm the famous
Boriana.
Thank you. Oh, this mouse is awful. Hard final. Huh? So, thank you for all of us that still here. Maybe you're waiting for the wine after this session. My session is not according to Excel directly, but with something almost new. Maybe some of you are familiar that Microsoft announced that try to kill VBA someday. It not be soon. It will be in, what was this, the last one? 2050? Something like this. But we should start thinking about this, and we should try to find some new tool or something new how to replace VBA with some other tools. So my example is super basic, using Power Automate for desktop. If you are familiar, Microsoft ordered us two different kinds of Power Automate. Power Automate for desktop one and the Power Automate for web. So in this case, I'm using Power Automate for desktop. It's super cool for me. It's super easy. You don't need to write some extra code. And it's perfect for end user, not for developer. And till now, actually, we don't have the perfect decision how to change VBA. So to explain that, I have only 5 slides. So my content is what we can do, what was in the past, what is in the present, and what we can expect in the future. So my lovely thing is VBA. But as I mentioned, we should think about this, how to change the VBA. So first, I will show you the real project that was written with VBA. And I still don't have a decision how to replace this project with this kind of new tool without start learning new awful code, some Python, some JSON, some this kind of zaklinanie in Bulgarian. So now I will show you how to do this with the Power Automate, as I mentioned, for desktop. And you don't need to be familiar with any other language till now. At the future, we expect to do everything with AI and VBA. But maybe this will be, for me, after 2050. It depends. So let's start with demo. So first, let me show you. Maybe I should change a little bit code. Where I can find this? On the desktop? The new folder. No? This one? Oh, this one. Nice. So here, I have a VBA code. Oh, nice. Great. So this is some data. So what happened with this code? If I press the button, create new file, actually, I hope it's working. Yes, this starts working. Actually, what happened inside? We generate different files using VBA. It's blinking super cool. different files that inside of every file has a lots of sheet that contains different pivot tables and presents some data. So for me, it's too complicated to generate the same stuff using Power Automate. But the main reason to show you this with Power Automate, because every other thing for me can, using Power Query, for example, to bring data, to analyze data with pivot tables, to do whatever you want with other automation tool, instead of this, to generate different files. Till now, I'm using only VBA to generate different files. Now, we can do the same with Power Automate. If I press Escape, am I interrupt the code? I hope so. That's great. You don't need to see this till the end, because usually it's a little bit bigger. So what happened here? I just need to close this file. So here, okay, now, control is not the control. So here you can see this is the different region in Bulgaria. And per different region in Bulgaria, we generate different files. So you can see, let me close this. Shazam. And this is the folder, and here we generate different files. So let's check what is inside of these files. So there is some doctors that has some links. If I click here, this redirects me to the sheet that contains some data with pivot tables. And also there is a total pivot by region. And you can imagine if you need to generate these files every month, by region, by doctors inside of this region, according to the pivot table, etc. This was at the past. So now, there is a super basic file here that is called brand. All of you that was in my training are familiar with this, actually, what we have inside. Some numbering, some city, a couple of employees, brand, and totals. With Power Automate, I will generate different files that present different brands. So, for example, one file per Motorola, one per Nokia, etc., etc. We have this kind of exercise in my VBA training, but now we should do something close to this. So first, I need to grab the brand, remove the duplicates, because there is repeating, remove the duplicates, and after then, read the different brands one by one, filter the main data, copy, create new file, paste, and save it with the same brand, okay? Nothing special. But let's see how to do this with Power Automate for desktop. Nope. This is Visual Studio. So this is Power Automate for desktop. It's super easy, cool, start, now. When? This one? Oh, okay. I was thinking to buy the same computer. Now I'm not sure. So let's start to create the new flow. This is the beginning. Here is my... It's not the same keyboard. My M bet. The numbers is the same. Something like this. I hope that the action are not translated in Slovenian. So let's see. Oh, it's perfect. It's not translated. So look at this. This is the main window. Actually, here is the different action. And it's super easy to work with this. So let's first start with launch this brand file. And this is the Excel file. Here is some categories of this kind of actions. So there is Excel, and here you can see the different actions that according to the Excel. So let's grab this action, drag and drop here, and it will open window and show me what I want to do. So the default option is with blank document, but here I can say, okay, open the following document. And now, let's see where is this my place, here. And now, Control C, nice. And now Control V, there is a folder option here. Control V, and I can grab this file. Perfect, save. First action is ready. So that's good. Once I open the file, I need to read the data. It depends on how many rows and how many columns there is. So let's start to read from Excel. There is another action, read for Excel. Oh, I forgot to mention something. So once I create some step, some action, let me check. The first one. Once I create the first step, this generates something that Microsoft called variable. I can rename this if I want, but actually I can, in the next step, I can refer to this particular step, to this particular action, using this variable that produced Microsoft. I have a goal of my steps. So let's go read this from this Excel. From range or cell, start column should be 1, start now row should be 1, end column I don't know. Let's put 10 just at the beginning. And end row, let's put 10 again for the end row, something like range. So there is an action inside of this option that I can locate which is the last column and which is the last row. So this should be, let's check something. Get first free row column. If I use in Control 1, am I zoom it?
No, so live zoom it is Control 4.
And Control what? Control 4. Okay, I need Control 1. No, okay, I'm not using this. It's too complicated. So this is the step. The step go, get first free row and column. This generates two different variables. The first one will be the number of the rows, and the second one will be the number of full columns. This is something like control and in control right. Okay? So once I generate these numbers, and once I run this flow, here we can see what is the real number of this variable that Power Automate present me. So in the next step, read from Excel worksheet, I should use this kind of variables. And this will happen. I hope that, oh, it's good. So let's go delete this end column. And instead of this column, I can use the variable. And here in this X sign, you can see this different variable that we generate in the previous step. And now I need to select, because this is the end of the column, I need to select first free column. This is the variable. And this is the first free column, but I don't need to go to the free one. I just need to go to the previous. That's why I should try to put minus. Minus, I found it, 1. Let's do the same. Oh, for the rows. I will spend my time looking for the keyboard. Okay, that's okay. What happened here? We read the data from the worksheet that start from first row, first column, till the end of the real data. And under the Advanced tab, we have first line of range contains column name. That means I have headers. So let's turn on, press save. Nice. Next action, because I can't find everything here, we can search a little bit. So the next is something that generates something like imagine table. And the action is called retrieve. And here I have retrieve data table column into list. Bam. What happened here? From the previous step, we generate a variable that is called Excel data. Great, let's grab this. I need this Excel data. And the column name that I'm looking for to remove duplicates, it's called brand. So let's type, Gaspar, please help me, brand. It's the same. So this generates new variable that is called column as list, perfect. So the next step should be something like duplicate. Let's look at for duplicate. Okay, we have removed duplicates. So list to remove duplicates is from the previous step again, and it's called column as a list. This one. Ignore text case. Okay, actually my data is perfect, specially prepared for this one, of course. And now, so what's happened now? Actually, at the end, we have some virtual table with one column that present only different brands one by one, nothing more. So in this situation, we need to say, okay, let's do for every brand new file. And let's start with for each. We have the same, almost, code in VBA. For each what? For each previous column list. Column, no, for each column as list. This step. Okay, save. Now, what should we do? Grab the main data, filter, copy filtered data, create the new file, and paste it. So let's go and filter. Filter. Nope. Where is the filter? F-I. L. You don't have a filter. Once you update your Power Automate for desktop, there will be an option that will be available that is called filter. So just to finish my presentation, I will skip this. You have a big imagine, yes? So that's why imagine that there is a step that is called filter, and after then I will do the next one, copy, new, paste, and generate different files with the different names, okay? And just imagine that there is a filter option. So I've just filtered it. Now copy, Excel from Excel sheet. And this is for my first Excel. I will copy all range again from first row, first column, the same stuff like previous. This is the column, so first free column -1. Next, first free row -1. Okay. So copy this, launch again. Excel, this one. This time is a blank document, and this create Excel instance to save, then paste. What should I paste? In this instance too. currently active cell. That's enough. So now let's save. Save, maybe just close. Close. Excel, okay. Once I try to close, I will close the instance too that was pasted. Value, and I want to save document with the same extension and the document path. These documents. And oh my God. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, now I'm in my place. Okay. And I will put this in the gen file. Nice. Open. Open. Okay, I will call this. For example, Nokia. Just open. Is there an excel.xlsx space? And you can imagine, instead of Nokia, this should generate the different brands. And I can grab this from here. We have a current item here that was generated. Let me show you. Just select this, press save. And this current item is generated here for each. Here in this step, on the 6th row, for each current item in the column is column list was the list of all kinds of brands, but current item is brand by brand. And this should generate our files. So let's try to save. And cool green mouse. And just press run. Oh, maybe I don't have enough time. So now you have a great imagination, so that once we filter data, these generate filtered files. You don't see this, but imagine. The cool moments, we have only 5 brands. This should generate 5 different files with the appropriate name. So let's go here, open this one, and you can see the files. Okay, thank you so much.